Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern Eminem.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Bunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Bunch.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Bunch UK. Bit of a different video here today, guys. So Leigh, do you want to tell them what we got on the menu for a start?
Yes, today we have pulled pork.
We have pork.
Yeah, we have pork in a brioche bun.
Do you want to open it up?
We have pulled pork in a brioche bun with gravy, as you can see there, guys. And we have...
I've got...
Alright.
Lettuce wraps to
Too
make.
bloody impatient, you. Homemade chunky chips, salad, and lettuce.
And I've got a big...
bowl of spaghetti, because
With-
I ain't having the chips.
No, I have one of you, but with passata, garlic, and...
Oh, Aim's little plate of chips.
You just put them over there and have
I'll
them in
put
a
them
bin.
there, 'cause there's no room there.
So inside here I have some pulled pork with an extra few.
That was just what I brought in for you to add to that. To your salad bowl.
Oh right, okay.
I didn't think you wanted pork and tomatoes.
I don't mind that, actually. Some salt on.
I hope everyone's well anyway, guys. And
Yeah,
we're
so
gonna
we'll
get into it.
try a little bit of this and that, and then we'll get into the conversation. So how are you guys anyway? It is a dismal, rainy day here.
It's awful.
In Britain today.
Considering we've had like best part of 3 weeks, great weather, like really good weather. Hang on, what are we waiting on about, guys? Before we get into it, sorry about this. Please check out the description box for... You're actually halfway off the camera here, right?
Oh no, I'm just sorting out my pasta.
Alright. So just that. Check out the description box, guys, for Instagram, our second YouTube channel, how to support the channel, and we are now on Patreon. What does that mean, I hear you ask? It means basically you get to see our videos earlier if you go and sign up. And what the hell's going on here?
Because I moved.
You get to see our videos early, up to 2 days early. There's chances of behind the scenes access. There are loads of stuff on there that you will not get anywhere else, guys. They won't be showing up here on YouTube, some of the videos, but you'll get them on there. And lots of other stuff. Go and check it out. The link is in the description.
Absolutely. Come and say hello to us over there, guys, because literally...
We've only just signed up for it.
You will get to see loads of different things. And I thought for a change, I'll show you a bit of colour on the wooden bench thing.
Yeah. Aim's had to switch the lights up today, guys. That's why it keeps flickering.
No, it's not. It's just just adjusting to the colours. I just like the warm effect, and I just wanted to try that out today. So, anyway, Leigh makes the biggest chunky chips in the world. Show him that one, Leigh.
Oh, that one's not the biggest.
It is huge. You've saved it, quick. It just dropped to literally the edge of the table.
Only just.
We've got that. So, like Leigh said, come and join us on the Instagram. Come and join us on Patreon. A few new things in the pipeline for us to talk about in our next video. But as for this video, let's talk about the situation that is going on at the moment.
That's what we're all here for.
George Floyd.
But we didn't want to talk about it, did we, really, if we're honest?
No, because I don't want to rattle any cages. I don't want to upset anybody. But at the end of the day, I want to just... We did touch upon it in one of our videos the other day, but obviously we're going to go into more detail now.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it can be a bit condescending when two white people, as me and Aim are, talk about issues so seriously in, like, the black community. So we actually asked advice of Tia, who's near enough 18, I think she has a say in this.
What she thinks about all this.
And her dad, who's black. Quinton, my friend, and Aim's ex.
I just think that everybody at the moment is doing the right things. We're talking about the Black Lives Matter. Not all lives matter, Black Lives Matter. Because like everybody's saying, all lives matter when black lives start to matter. And that's the truth. What I want to talk about today is the fact that saying, guys, I'm disgusted at that police officer and the others for the way they acted. That bloody man, yeah, damn well right. I think he should have got first-degree murder, but the fact that he got third, well, that's it, isn't it? But the others, when I saw that video, and I think everybody should watch that video to be educated in exactly what happened. If I was a bystander there it would have been the most heartbreaking thing to have watched, knowing that you wanted to do something, but knowing that you could have easily got shot in the process. It must have been so hard to watch that. And them other idiots standing there, them bloody police officers.
Yeah, we'll get into it. We're going to talk about the
whole
whole
one. Well, that's what we're on about. There's nothing to say apart from that how disgraceful that was. You know, the video of him laying there with that man on top of him like that. I just can't fathom it out. I really can't. And, you know, I think hopefully now this movement will say something, but one of the main things that I wanted to point out from when I was a very young person, really young, obviously me and Quinton was together a long time, when I was young, this was always been a thing, and it should always be Black Lives Matter. It shouldn't have come to this, to something like so horrific to happen, for something to be sort of shouted out about now, in my opinion. It's like it should be an everyday thing, and hopefully now some people out there will be slightly more educated on how horrific this is for the black community.
Well, this bloke was just in a shop with his mate, and they thought he'd recently lost his job due to the fact that of coronavirus, COVID. He was in Texas, that's where he lived, Houston, and he couldn't go to work because of it. And for that reason, he lost his job, and he was in a shop with his friend. The shop owner came out after all this happened and said he's never been a problem. We never had any issues with George, ever. He was a lovely guy. We used to get on brilliantly. And somehow, whether or not he knew about it or not, he tried to use a $20 note, which was apparently that they didn't know for a fact, but they thought it was a forgery. And they didn't prove it there and then. Called the police, and within half an hour, the bloke's dead. For trying to pay for some cigarettes, I think it was he was trying to pay for, with a $20 note. So if I go out with a £20 note and somebody thinks it's a forgery, and then I get a bit angry about this, I could be dead. Well, I couldn't be, because I'm white. But if I was black in America, then there's a chance that could happen.
Yeah, makes you sick. Seriously.
But the other blokes who were there...
I'm disgusted.
The other guys who were there, the other police officers, all that's happened to them is they've been sacked, fired the very next day after this happened, and that's it. Now, I ain't saying that the bloke who did it shouldn't be going to prison. He should be going, like I said, that for murder. Instead, he's only going for manslaughter. Or third degree, is it one of the other? I can't remember now.
Third degree murder.
But the other blokes ain't getting anything. You know, they'll, whether or not whatever sort of work they're going to from now on, I don't know. But they're free to live their lives now. One man's dead. One man's going to prison for a long time.
Yeah. And I don't know what state it is, or whether it's a fully over American thing. But I know in certain parts of America, if one person commits the murder and they have associates with them, they all go down for murder. I don't know where that is, so don't quote me on it. Why is it one rule for everybody in society and a different feel for them frigging animals who did that to him? And I'll say animals because that's exactly what they are. Why is it he's gone down and the others haven't?
You look at the video, guys. Sorry, I have to apologise for this lighting. It keeps going off.
We used to have the warm lighting. It's because I keep moving out of
yeah, it's on my side. It keeps going really white. Anyways, we'll fix it on the next video.
Nice and bright tonight.
So, the bloke stood on his knelt on his neck, didn't he? Why? They had him handcuffed at this point.
He was securely detained.
Between 5 of them, because was it 4 blokes stood around, 4 officers, and the one who did it, they couldn't keep him on the ground when he's in handcuffs. You then need to put one knee in his back and one knee in his throat. For 8 minutes and 38 seconds, I believe it was. 8 minutes. And did you hear on the video that they're saying, get up? I'm sure I heard that correctly. If I'm wrong, please correct me. They're saying, get up. He's like, how the hell can I get up? You're holding me down.
I thought it was slightly longer than that, you know.
No, it was 8.5 minutes. I heard that today.
And also, I don't know names, but I know there was some, I think he was a judge or something from this a certain area. Don't quote me on a judge, but I know there was something of some sort of, it was a mayor. It was a mayor of somewhere, this white bloke, and he went, if he can say I can't breathe, he can breathe. And my heart just went from there to there. I thought, you bastard, and I'm sorry for swearing.
Yeah, but it hasn't worked though, has it? They've done the autopsy, and it's come out officially. It was asphyxiation.
Do you know something? I could really get in my soapbox about this, because if white people now don't all get off their backsides and bloody stand with the black community, shame on you.
But the joke is
shame
we won't.
on you. No, I just think it's got to be done now.
It won't happen now, and that's what I heard this morning from some black people on a British TV programme, like a talk show, is that we'll make a big deal out of it now, and we're all guilty of it. You sitting at home now are guilty of this. If you're not black, you're guilty of doing it. You make a big fuss about it. You think you're doing the right thing, saying, on Instagram with a whole black screen, all that stuff. I guarantee in a month you'll have forgotten all about it.
And this isn't from us. This has come from black people on the.
We always forget about it.
Except people, not that forget about that, but like when people jump on to a certain thing. Now, from when I was very, very young, 11. I had a very multicultural upbringing, extremely. But I have witnessed so much racism with my ex-partner. My family are not racist in the slightest. They always have, neither are Leigh's. And that these go from ages of like 50 to 80 odd. Never judged Tia by the colour of her skin, or Quinton or anybody. I've been out with Quinton and so was Leigh. And had things said about him coming out of a family meal with a pub. Because if you've seen on Instagram, he's a big bloke. And somebody said something, the awful N-word. Do you think you're more big and you think you're this and that? And all Quinton was just coming out. And it was me who kicked off, and Quinton turned around and said to me, I've been going through this all my life. I've got a mixed race daughter. Or, I think that's the way. I'm not sure if that is the correct.
I said that a while ago. I told you
it's mixed race now. But the point of it is, I've known little things with her over the years, and believe me, I don't know how I haven't ended up locked up through horrible sods being racist towards people.
But how the hell? Sorry, I was cutting. The bloke who did it, his name was Derek something. I read it today. I can't remember. I'm sure his name was Derek, the police officer. He had 12 previous bloody charges or sort of marks against his name for similar acts of abuse of power. 12. How the hell, if you are responsible for people who, people in the community, like you're a copper, you're responsible for their safety and their and to bring law. When people break the law, they should be there doing their job. Correcting that. It's
like black people are saying at the moment. You know something? I absolutely agree with you, 110%. Black people are scared of the people who are supposed to be damn well protecting them.
I heard this thing from a black bloke today on Joe Rogan, and he was talking about this. And he was at a protest the other day. I'll go into that later on, but he said, literally, if I'm driving my car and I'm pulled over, it could be pulled over for something that's actually done, like going through a traffic light or whatever. He said, I tell my friends and young friends, he's like in his 50s, he said, I tell all my younger friends who are black, just survive. What do you mean?
This is fucked up. I'm sorry for swearing.
Just survive. If they come along, do everything in your power to make the copper feel safe. Put your hands on the wheel, wind your window all the way down. So
don't talk, basically. Don't move, don't breathe.
You have to say, officer, my hands are on the wheel. You got to keep talking to them and reassuring them.
Fucking psycho. I'm sorry,
because the police officers, a lot of them, are as scared as the people for reasons that they've got of their own. Maybe the police officer out on their own pulling up a stranger, they don't know what to expect. But it works both ways, don't it?
Insane. Power. That's what it is.
The sad thing is,
using white privilege for power. And that's what it is. Simple as.
Well, they wouldn't get away with it like rich white people. They wouldn't try and do it to them. And like these people in the UK, it's happened to. Cause I don't know a lot of black people. I know Quinton and his family, and Tia and some of her friends. But there are people in the UK, especially down like London, where I hear it a lot from a rapper a while ago, something or other, and they say that literally they can be driving around in a nice car. Footballers. It's happened to a couple of footballers in the past. And because they have a nice car and they're black, they're pulled up. And straight away it would not happen if they were white. It's because they assume, okay, nice fancy car, black young lad. Well, hang on, what the hell's that all about? And they pull them up and then They end up stupid, but they give them a hard time over it.
It was funny because actually, I've been watching a couple of stories about this. Now, there was one lad, and again, he was mixed race. Or he was really light skinned anyway, but basically, he was pulled up because he had tinted windows. But the way they executed it, it was like from 0 to 1,000. He was like, why have you got this? And he was like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm cooperating with you. And then because he said, why are you doing this? This man got the gun out. And I was like, what are you... you know, like... Excuse me. As somebody watching that. You see, in the UK, we don't have guns in the system. God forbid if we did. But to watch someone pull a gun out, that's something we've seen in films. Another story, where I've got two. Believe it or not, this is a white bloke. Now, he was in some, like, what you call a car lot. We call it a car park. And he was sitting in his car. And the police was like, right, I want to search your car. Kind of backfired on the police a bit. He was like, I want to search your car now. Get out your car. Stop filming. Stop filming. You see, I always believe in that. Have a camera in your car. 110%, because you never quite know when you're going to need the evidence. But anyway, and it backfired because he's like, I am an attorney. I know my rights. There's my card. And the police just like, the man, copper, just looked like he had to eat his words. Because literally, he was like, you know, throwing the whole gun thing about. And he's like, get out the camera. He said, I know my rights. There was another man who was, now this man, and you know something, I feel ashamed of myself that I didn't get my phone and look at his name. But there was a man, and he was like a pillar of the community, and he ran like a barbecue shop, and everybody knew this man. And I know that he was handing out food in one of the protests. He was such a pillar of the community. Everybody knew this man. And the police started firing here and there, and quote me if I'm wrong, but he's dead now. And I think, what is the world coming to? Seriously, I've seen bloody cars driving into the cop driving into the crowd.
Well, that's what they're doing right now, isn't it, guys? Like, some people see an opportunity in other people's misery. So this part, I mean, the joke is, you go on.
And this is a time now, and okay, it might have took something horrific and brutal. But this has to be the change. It has to be. Even though if people say, oh, it won't. It is down to white people now. It is down to everybody to look out for each other. But it is down to white people to get out of their arseholes. It is. And it is time for us to do that.
The joke is that if I'd been on the street, like in England, and somebody filmed me and uploaded it to YouTube, whatever, and I was literally there, kneeling on Pete's neck. Pete from down the road, he'd annoyed me. And I knelt on his neck until he unfortunately passed away. Then there's no way in hell, no judge, when the whole bloody world has seen that video, is going to say, oh, manslaughter for him. Yeah, get out in 10 years, whatever it'll be. No, of course they wouldn't. It's because the police have to stand up for their own, that's what they do.
Yeah.
But these protests, people take advantage of it, and now they're all looting all over America, robbing shops. It's like the bloody sheep effect, so to speak. Like, oh, he's doing it, so I'll do it. Oh, wow, yeah, let's go and see what we can steal. And people are taking advantage, but the police don't know how to handle it in the protests. The police get angry about the protests, but the protests are only happening because the police are backing up one of their own who killed a normal everyday bloke. The cops have blinded 2 people now. They've they're meant to shoot these rubber bullets to the ground so they take out some of the speed and then they bounce up. They've been firing directly at the protesters. One of them was a reporter for like NBC or ABC or something, news in America, and they lost an eye because he had a rubber bullet, but still a bullet, fired straight at their face. And there was another lady as well, or another bloke, I think it was, sorry, who was just there at a rally, like a protest rally, and he lost an eye. Absolutely crackers. But like I said, the bloke had 12 previous marks against his name, and he'd worked with this bloke before. He worked with George, the police officer who killed him.
I'll tell you a quick story about my past. Tia was 3 years of age. I'm not going to say where, because some people know what this area. Let me just have a sip of this pot. Drink your lemonade, guys. Anyway. So I was walking down a particular street with my daughter Tia. She'd have been about 3 or maybe 4. And this particular couple, she was, I'd say, let's say, early 60s. She come out to me and she said, oh, hello, Amy. I says, hello, you all right? We knew her a long time. And she said, yeah, she says, my granddaughter, I've been warning her about things. I says, oh yeah, what you been warning her about? Not to get with a black person. I had my daughter next to me. She knew me, where I lived. She knew that I was with Quinton, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't with Quinton then, but she knew, like, she seen me with him. And I says, what the effing hell do you mean? Like, well, I didn't say effing. I said, what the hell are you talking about? Well, we don't want our granddaughter really to be with a black. You know, we're hoping she does this and hoping she does that. And I left there that upset. I was that shell-shocked with what I'd just heard. My mum went absolutely, I mean it, she went batshit crazy, no word of a lie. And then guess what happened? About 10 years later, she must be about 20, she was with an absolutely stunning mixed race lad and she got kids. And I thought, yeah, you saying something like that, how bastardly horrible of you, you stupid, like, you know. And I thought, if your granddaughter knew what you'd said to me years ago, you should be ashamed of yourself. What the friggin' hell is... If anything... I don't care if I lose followers now. If there's any sodding mother racist sod on this channel, get off.
We've had it. Let's be honest, we have had it. They've been blocked. And some of you might have seen the 1 or 2 comments we've had, but we've had, like, after we did after we had a video with Tia, we had comments coming up saying, how have you two got a black daughter?
Oh no, that's not the problem.
No, because they were being funny about it, Aim. Why have 2 white people got a black daughter and all this sort of stupidness. And other stuff as well. So, yeah, we don't need any of that on here. And we're going to wrap this bit up now.
No, well, yeah, because we just wanted to, as a parents of a mixed race daughter, friends who are black, of somebody like myself and Leigh, from a young age, I've been in a very multicultural area, schools. I couldn't give a damn what colour you are. I couldn't care less. But I tell you something now, to the white people out there who've got an issue, you need to grow up, get with the times and realise that we all have the same damn blood running through our veins, because you need to fix up. You need to stop using this white privilege as something, as an angle, so you can get out, and you need to just realise that everybody is the damn same. Everybody is the same out there.
Mark could look at it from the other side in the respect, guys. I'm will back me up on this one. I come from an area where I grew up there for 21 years. There weren't no black people. Like, there wasn't any. The first person.
There is now.
Yeah, there is now. The first black person I actually sat down and had a chat with was Quint, and that was at 21 years old. You know, that didn't make me a racist. What my point is, though, like, there are white people out there. Like, oh my God, black people are all dangerous. When I moved here. There's black people all over the place in Wolverhampton. It's just as mixed race, like as in multicultural as anywhere in the country, I'd say, give or take. Didn't bother me in the slightest. All right, Quint, how you doing, mate? We shook hands, that's it. We've had our fallings out of the years, never anything to do with race, just to do with tea and bits and pieces. You know, parenting as you do. And now best mates again.
And all I can say to this, if anybody has got a problem with me or Leigh defending this movement that's going on now, and you come with the whole all lives matter, I should just unfollow us, because as they keep saying, and it's true, all lives matter when black lives start to matter, and that's just the case. That is the case.
There's no point calling it a movement, because movements start and stop within a few months.
It should just be always, shouldn't it?
You don't need to go and be a sheep. That's why I didn't do it yesterday. I know a lot of people did. RT did it. On Instagram, everyone's fingers come up.
It's not time to be silent. And the black people say it's not time to be silent. It's time now to make a change. It's time to us all to unite, to not let these idiots get away with it. And I'll tell you something now. If the law isn't looked upon in America now.
They're not all police in America bad. There's this one bloke.
Oh yes, some are absolutely phenomenal what they've been doing to.
There was the protest going on, guys. It's in a place called Flint in Michigan, and they've had a lot of rough luck like over the years. They're like, I think it was how was it now? George Bush, I think it was back in the day. He had a mate who was in like the waterwork industry, and they put this water in Flint. And ever since then, like kids have been really ill and stuff, and they've still got the water sorted. Like 15 years later, their water still ain't sorted there. But there's protesting anyways. And the local sheriff, come down with his deputies and stuff, like the other police. Now, whereas some of the police have been roughing up protesters and being right arses to him, this sheriff come along, he took his hat off, like sheriff's hat, and he told all his deputies to do the same. He went up to the head protester, who was like leading the group sort of thing.
Did he hug him or something?
Hugged him and said, look, we're not against you. We want everyone to get on. We want the whole town of Flint, Michigan to be one. He said, we're now going to march with you. Rather than stopping you, we're going to stand here with you. Maybe not hold hands. We're going to walk side by side. Police, black people, police, white people who are protesting. We're going to walk down the streets together and show unity and show that...
It's not just white people, Asian people, Indian people. Everybody was protesting together. And I rate them... There are millions of police officers in the world that are absolutely phenomenal. And then there's the evil ones. And at the end of the day, it's like there's this black lad, and I thought, you know what, mate, I'll bloody rate you for that. All the police were standing in a line, making sure the protesters didn't get out of hand. And this black lad come over, and he was like, to the police officer, thank you so much for what you do. Here's a load of bottles of water, because I know you're absolutely exhausted. And they was all like, yeah, thank you, know what I mean? And I thought, that's the way it just should be. It just should be. The police are there to protect you, not there to kill you. That's murder.
We don't have first-hand experience of living in America. We don't have first-hand experience of being treated the way that minorities are treated in terms like black people. They are the minority. They respect that they're treated like a minority.
Yeah.
Not that they are, but they are treated as one. They're not treated with the same respect that white people have in certain parts and by certain people. We don't have first-hand experience of that. But at the same time, I had a train of thought then, it's gone out of my head. We ain't... Nope, it's completely gone.
I think the point is, like...
Oh my God.
Like, when you haven't got, like, that first-hand experience, obviously we can't exactly say, oh, we know how that is as a white person, even in America, like, watching, but we only see what's on the news, things like that, and stories, don't we?
It's come back. So I was just saying about the minority part, guys, we don't have any experience of being in that environment, but I can pretty much, if I had a spare house to bet on it, I'd bet most of my mortgage, that would not have happened to a white person in America. We've never seen it before, have we?
I actually have.
Have you?
The other day there was a story. Only the once. Now bear in mind, this is a majority is black people. There was a lad, and it was on this news report. Sort of like used like MB something or whatever it was. What? Whatever. You guys know in America what I'm on about. There's this white man who found up and said, I'm a schizophrenic, I'm having psychotic thoughts, and I'll tell you exactly what the police did. You'll probably find it online. So all you saw was the police surrounding this lad. Now this lad was on the floor and he was like, I can't breathe, and he was doing exactly the same thing. Can't breathe. To please stop. Didn't stop.
I've got to stop a sec. I'll restart.
As I was saying, the police was on the floor with him. He was saying, please, stop. The phone call, he called the police saying, I'm a schizophrenic, I'm having suicidal thoughts, psychotic thoughts and everything. They had him on the floor, face down like that, and he was like, and then next thing you saw on this video, the man wasn't moving. His sort of eyes were sort of half open and half shut. And they found that the paramedics come. What would you call the... you know what I mean? Like the ambulance people came. And then all you was going, I hope I haven't killed him. And basically, they got him on a gurney, so lay back a little. It's like that. This bloke came up, this police was going, come on, wake up. He only was dead. He'd only died, and it was out that he died of cardiac arrest due to asphyxiation. And that was on the television. And I think they got done for it, don't get me wrong. But this is how psychotic these bastards are.
Some are, not all, some.
No, I don't mean the bloody good ones, else we wouldn't be here talking about it, would be. I mean the ones who find this a power trip, who clearly see them taking advantage of people's lives.
Yeah, well, like I said, we ain't got much say in the matter, guys, other than I don't see the point in doing the whole blackout Tuesday one, because what's the point? Because you can get... It's the same with anything, ain't it? They've done it in the past where on Instagram you'll put a picture of something. I can't remember how it was. It happened a while ago. Altia put something on there, some sort of flag of something that was going on.
Pride?
No, it weren't pride. It was something that was just a little movement. And I mean, if you ask Tia, she's probably forgotten what it was herself. And that's what I'm saying about these movements. They come and go that bloody quick. It's not a movement you want to join. It's a change in your thought pattern.
Yeah.
In everyone who's ever looked and thought, oh, I won't help him, I won't help her.
Because he's black or she's black, yeah.
I won't go over and, offer to help. Oh no, my kid can't go out and play with their kid because what will the neighbours think? That's the thought pattern you got to change, guys. Oh, I don't want my daughter or my son to go out with a black person. What would that say, look, to my family? Change that. Forget the bloody, we've got a black hat on screen and whatever else is. Yes, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, as I said, but putting hashtag on a bloody post ain't going to make no difference. If you then go out the next day, and there's a white person and a black person, and you favour helping the white person, even if you don't mean to, subconsciously, you can't stop yourself thinking, I'll lean over this way a little bit and help them a bit more than that person.
Unfortunately, it's a little bit like the clap with the NHS. Like on a Thursday here, we normally clap for all the NHS that have done this fight for the coronavirus. But somebody did say, like, the one who created it, if you do it too much, it becomes like here we go again.
People just do it for a gimmick.
Now, let me finish. What you need to do is you need to realise that this is about an everyday thing. This should be like, you get up in the morning, you have your breakfast, you go to work, you shower, you go to bed. That's how religious, let's say, you should be in this. Not religious, repetitive. You should be in getting up every single day and realising that black lives are as equally as important as white lives. White people and black people, it should be equality. It shouldn't be putting up a symbol. It shouldn't be hashtags. It should be normality. And that's what I'm standing for. And I want Tia to grow up, to be able to go to America, to hire a car out and then not have any problems. Queen should be able to do whatever. We should be all united. And yeah, okay, this might have brought major awareness to things, but you must carry on after the novelty of the black square or the circle has gone away.
The joke is, in this country, if you're not from this country, if you're from America or wherever you want, you'll know of it as soccer. I was going to quickly go into this as my sort of experience of it, in the respect that I'm a huge fan of football stroke soccer.
It's disgusting in football.
In this country, we didn't get the first professional black player in the top division till like 1980 odd, I think it was. Bear in mind, football had been going around since like the 40s or the 30s, whenever it was. It took like 50 odd years to get a footballer into like the big teams, a black footballer rather. Since then, some of the best footballers in our country have been black. Go through them. Raheem Sterling's black. Andy Cole, black. There's loads of them. Absolutely tons. But Sol Campbell, just to name another. There's loads. Ashley Cole. I don't think I just said him, did I? Loads of great players in this country are black.
Emil Heskey was black.
Emil Heskey, he was alright. He worked great football. He was black. They can't, or they're not offered, I don't know which one it is, get managerial jobs. In the Premier League, I think there's been like 2 or 3 in the history of the Premier League. Bear in mind, there's 20 a season, and there's usually about 10 sackings. So about 30 a season for the last, 20 odd years. Only a few of them, a handful, probably not even one handful, have been black. And a lot of them, they've even got people working for the FA saying, look, we need this person here to push for black people to be given a job in football. So it's like, okay, you're a great young footballer, you can play for us, you can earn us all these trophies, we'll pay you well, don't worry about it, we're going to pay you really well. But when you get to the end of it, your mate over there, say it's Liverpool, Steven Gerrard, he's going to go on and manage Rangers, which he is now, and then he's going to get the job at Liverpool eventually, which we all know if you're a football fan. But
if you're not, you can kind of follow what he's saying.
Yeah, but Raheem Sterling played for Liverpool, or Emil Heskey played for Liverpool. You're not going to be given the same opportunity. You can play the football, you can win the trophies, you can be paid really well. When you get to the end,
even like Thierry Henry.
he does do. He's managing now, just not in the Premier League at the minute. But other than that, you can go and train the kids, but there's no chance in hell you're going to get a top job in England. Ain't going to happen.
Why?
Because they don't give them to black people. You watch TV shows. I was watching Good Morning Britain, I think it was this morning. They was talking to these two black people. One was a female writer, author, of some type of book. I'm not sure what it was. They didn't say. And they was asking her opinion on everything that's going on. And there's a black bloke who was from Britain. I think he's like some sort of activist. I might be wrong. And basically, I'm looking at them two, and they're being asked their opinions by two very white people. You never see a black presenter on TV, and if you do, it's because they've been given the push from their bosses. Oh God, well, you know, we've got to fill our ethnic minority little demographic here. We need to have at least one black person on TV for 5
Yeah, like
minutes.
sort of like this morning, they're throwing a few black people
just
now and again.
randomly, or you might we'll have a newsreader. Oh no, not news. Well, he can read. They can do the weather, but he can't present the one show.
I don't know. It's true.
Silly.
If you actually really delve into this, it really is true, and it's sickening, and it's about time that things were changed. And I'm hoping, and I'm not even religious, but even I'll pray that this shakes up the world. I really hope people get off their bloody high horse now and think to themselves. And if you are a racist person out there, maybe rather than just me going yeah, blah, 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 maybe just try. Maybe just try and think about if it was your child, if it was your husband, your wife, your brother or sister or mother or father who got killed or has been under a racist abuse attack.
The joke is, a lot of people don't think they are racist. They don't realise they've got racist tendencies. Just like to find out if you have, ask yourself, if a white person comes to you and a black person comes to you and wants to shake you, a complete stranger wants to shake your hand, would you think, I'm not too sure about that? If you think that, even if the thought just flitters through your head, then you're racist. You've got racist tendencies.
It's like
you might
that
not
woman,
realise it.
It's like that woman who said that to me about Tia. My daughter was standing right next to me. She knows I was with a black man. I was with him for 9 years, for God's sake. Some people are so thick and ill-educated, they don't realise what they're saying. So that they actually said it. She said it like it was like, oh, good morning, what's the weather like today? Oh, by the way, I've told my granddaughter not to be with a black man. My mum hit the damn roof. She's like, I says, Mum, pointless. Because some people are that self-centred and not willing to just move past their selfish ways. And it's just disgusting. And I feel really damn hurt by what I've witnessed. But let's face facts. This has been going on for years.
Well, it ain't just the police. In America, there was a story about a month ago of a black man who was lynched.
Jogging.
He was out jogging on his own.
Two white dickheads.
No, there was a few of them in the car, I think, from what I remember. They're like skinheads, you know, like, not Nazis, whatever you call them. What do you call skinheads?
Well, they had that on, like that.
That sort of idea, anyway. Like
white supremacists.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. And they got him and beat the crap out of him. I think they dragged him along whilst they drove the car. He ended up dying. He did, I think, but it goes on all the time, guys.
I don't get why somebody can be so freaking innocent. And yes, there are psychos in the earth of every race. There are people who are just damn weird who want to go around killing people for nothing. I don't mean that. I mean, we've watched documentaries about the Ku Klux Klan. What the
Clue, not Clue.
Clue? Is it not Clue?
It's not Clue.
Clue. Sorry. I'm not very, you know.
Anyway.
But the point that I'm trying to make is, you stopped me from bursting into tears then, which is
That's
pretty
good.
good. But the point of it is, I don't want Tia or our next generation to grow up with this. And I'm hoping that maybe something could change, just slightly. But I can guarantee, like in months to come, things will slip. Because they always do like this. So it's actually up to us. It's up to not the law, not the government. It's up to us to unite together in every country of the world for every race.
If we come back to this, guys, if I put a reminder on my phone, 3 months from today, we come back to it, just have a little video on it. I'll try and remember to do that, actually. And let's just see how much talk there is on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube about this situation. About 3 months from now, bet you it's dropped off about 90%.
And it is as well. And not being funny, and I'm going to say it because I am I really believe in freedom of speech. It's like when everybody judged damn Muslims because of the terrorist attacks. It's like, are you telling me because there's some rogue extremists out there who actually take advantage and make up their own version of being Muslim? People's like, oh my God, there's a Muslim there. Oh my God, they're going to blow us up. That is ill-educated morons. Ill-educated. And you cannot... My friend, I'll tell you what happened briefly. She lives down the road from me. I'm not going to say who she is, but she basically is a Muslim. And her husband's a Muslim they had fantastic jobs and they have children. Upstanding pillars of the community. They do a lot in the mosque and things like that. All the rest. Some little idiot, well, a bunch of lads, went and put fireworks through their door. Get back to your own country. We'll blow you up if you're going to blow us up. And the child got burned on the face. No. This is another, because we're going to wrap this up shortly because there's a couple of other things we've got to say. But that's just another example of people jumping on a bandwagon. So, like, for instance sake, let's start blaming the China for coronavirus instead of thinking it's the wet market. Do you know what I'm saying? You're blaming knife crime in London, so let's stop and search all black people. What about the white people I see walking around my own street acting like they're some kind of 10 men? It's ridiculous. Everybody should be the same, and hopefully we can unite and do something about this. But it is up to us. Simple as. You
got to get the world right, guys, for your next generation, for your kids. For
and we can't help getting on our soapbox because Thierry's mixed race. Our family, he's got black people in it, and whether or not that happens, and whether you are the whitest people out there going in your nice little community, at the end of the day, just have a think, 1 second, if it was your family and your children. Just turn a curve, just turn it round on yourself, just a little tiny bit. If you have a heart, there you go.
Anyways, we'll wrap that bill, guys.
But our condolences go out to George Floyd's family and friends and anybody who's actually been affected by this, because even though we're in small little Wolverhampton, believe me, things like this should have been spoken about a long time ago. They do hurt, so...
You know, the horrible part about that was his family, not his kid or whatever.
The mother of his daughter and his child was recently on the news.
No, but that's what I'm saying. For some of his family, it must be his cousins were watching the footage and didn't realise it was their cousin who'd just been killed.
Oh,
and they were watching it thinking, like, who the hell's that happened to? And it turned out to be George, who was their cousin.
Could you honestly imagine that?
Go on.
Anyway.
So, guys, you'll notice the food's all gone. The lighting's different. The sound's different. Because the microphone set up. We recorded a section of video to make it a bit more light-hearted at the end of the video.
But we figured that...
It's not appropriate.
No, with the nature of the video, we don't want to actually make any light-hearted jokes or try and make everybody feel better at the end of this, because we figured that, you know something, at the end of the day, the story should be just based on the awful situation that's going around the world at the moment. So we just wanted to let you all know that it's been a bit of a shorter video maybe, but we just thought we'd let you know that if you see our clothes at the end of another video, it is because...
I'll let them know at the beginning of the next video what's happened.
Oh yeah, we don't actually want to make the video light-hearted at all. We want to just leave it as it is. So...
Only to say though, today McDonald's reopened, guys, and there's not to make it light-hearted of any situation, but holy crap.
Like, the queue is... I can't even explain it. It is ridiculous.
Our McDonald's is very close. Like, you can see it from our bedroom window. And the queue is such... There's only drive-through and collections or deliveries that's available.
It's mental at the moment. We just looked outside before and there was a man... there was a man standing in front of a car... Walking along through the drive-through.
As the cars move, he's walking along. Because literally the car queue is about 60 to 70 cars deep. All day.
It's caused mayhem on this road.
Right,
but we thought we'd just sort of like end this video with a little message to say that everything like Leigh said looks completely different because we don't want to make a joke at the end of the video.
No.
Not at all. We just wanted to say that, and hopefully you've kind of listened and took in what we've said. And we're not really going to go into anything else with it apart from we're going to end this video like this.
You keep saying that. We don't do many serious videos, guys, and just accept we've done one. And then from now on in, it's likely to be stupidness again. For the foreseeable future.
No, because not everybody else got to be stupid. Sometimes you have to address what's going on in the world, don't you? And that's just real life. That is just real life. So to end this video now anyway, I think it's all time to get educated. We all need to get educated in this subject. We all need to, even if we all think we're all educated in it, let's take our time to appreciate advice from the people who are actually going through it. So yes, Black Lives Matter. So guys, remember to be kind, remember to be nice, which is a big thing at the moment. Comment, share, like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notification bells for any future videos. Also press the all button on the thing, on the notification bell, yeah, so that you can be a part of the community tab. And yeah, so
future posts basically.
Yeah. So let's unite, guys, and remember, like I said, all lives matter only when Black lives start to matter. So let's just end it there, and thanks for watching.
Head on over, check out our Instagram and Patreon, please, and our YouTube channel.
So, Leigh, have you got a message to everyone about this subject to end it off with?
I think I've said everything we need to say. You know, I don't think I can say it. I can say it for half an hour. I think there's something to say from what I've said already.
Let's all get educated.
And treat everyone like equals.
Because we are equals. And like I said, didn't I, Leigh? We've all got the same blood running through our veins. And on that note, see you later, guys. And join us on our next video when we talk about something probably, like Leigh said, stupid. But anyway, see you later. Have a lovely evening.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.